Welcome to Jimmy Bowen and Friends. Each week's episode features Jimmy Bowen and a special guest like John Schneider, Sonny Lemaire, L.V. Shane, and more. Today's guest is Jake Hoot. Now, here's Jimmy Bowen.
Well, thank you, folks, and welcome to the Jimmy Bowen and Friends show this evening. We appreciate you guys being with us live here in the audience. Thank you for all the TV viewers out there watching this evening also. We've got a great lineup this evening with Mr. Jake Hoot will be on with us this evening. What a great singer, and you'll recognize him when you see him. And looking forward to his show. We're going to kick the show off for you guys, and this was a song that was on one of our CDs that actually Wayne Nelson with the Little River Band. How many of you remember the Little River Band? Like the Little River Band? Well, we're not it, but we did one of their songs, and hope you enjoy it. One called Road to Her Heart.
Open again. She had closed it for such a long time. And if you drive downtown, beware. You better take care to obey all the speed zones and signs. So you better slow down. Don't you try to drive survive, 'cause there's too many liars and fast-moving drivers make the old road impossible to drive. So you better slow down. There's been too many liars and fast-moving drivers. There's been heartaches and mistakes, no speed zones, no wrong ways, far too many ruts down this old road. So you better slow down. Don't you try to drive it too fast. She wants forever a love that will last. And you know the road to her heart has been mended. She rebuilt it from pieces of her past. She makes all of the signs and is the road I'm driven on.
Thank you.
There's more Jimmy Bowen and Friends coming up right after this short break. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back to the show. Our guest tonight, I'm real excited about having this gentleman with us, and you can already see, I used to be that tall. But anyway, Mr. Jake Hoot. Give him a round of applause. Big winner of season 17, The Voice. This gentleman is awesome. Hoot, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you took the time out of your busy schedule to be with us. I really do appreciate it. season 17, winner of The Voice.
Yes, sir.
Laid a platform for you, and
Absolutely.
which is probably a great honor,
Absolutely.
and which is great. So tell us what you're doing now since The Voice. You know, any songs that you've written, where you're going, where you're headed after that great honor that you had.
Yeah, absolutely. I was very blessed to be able to be on the show and then win the show somehow. I still don't know what happened, but and then it's opened so many doors, and I've gotten to write with so many really cool people and travel and play so many different really cool shows. And so right now I'm just writing a lot of music, and we're busy recording, and we're going to be releasing an album here sometime soon. But we're just releasing singles right now, a couple singles that I'm going to be playing today.
Well, great. Well, great. Well, now the single that you're going to do, this song that you're going to do now, you co-wrote this, or did you write it yourself?
I co-wrote this one. I wrote it with Dave Pahanish and Dylan Dixon. It's called Dangerous Thing. I love the Eagles, and so this song is a very Eagles-ish vibe to country music. And so very excited, but very happy the way it turned out.
So how did the storyline happen? How did it come about?
Well, in a lot of co-writes, you sit down, you just toss ideas around, and Dave came up with Dangerous Thing, and he had that little lick. And we all just sat down and played off of our own experiences with love and how it's a dangerous thing, and how, you make yourself vulnerable to that person that you're, loving or whatever. But it's totally worth it in the end. And so very cool song, very rock and rollish. And so very happy the way it turned out.
Well, that's good. Well, we're anxious to hear this song that you wrote.
Yes,
and what's the title of it?
Dangerous Thing.
Dangerous Thing. Folks, Mr. Jake Hoot with Dangerous Thing.
Don't pretend to know the ways of love. Felt the heartache and the pain enough to say beyond a doubt there'll be times you'd be better without. Let's be real, it just don't work that way. Once you feel it flowing through your veins, straight into your heart, it's too late, you've gone too far. So they say love is a dangerous thing. Leap of faith through a fiery rain. It'll get you when you least expect it. Wreck you just the same. That's a chance I'd be willing to take with you, honey. Love is a danger. Love is a dangerous thing. Velvet eyes look at me soft and sweet. Stare too long, I'm bound to fall too deep. Never hit the ground. We both know it's a long way down. Love is a dangerous thing. Leap of faith through a fiery rain. It'll get you when you least expect it. Reckon just the same. That's a chance I'd be willing to take with you, honey. Love is a danger. Love is a dangerous thing. It'll get you when you least expect it. Reckon just the same. That's a chance I'd be willing to take with you, honey. Love is a danger. Love is a dangerous thing. Yeah, love is a danger. Love is a dangerous thing.
Don't go away. Jimmy Bowen and Friends will be right back. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
That was great.
Thank you so
That
much.
was wonderful. Man, you are a writer, dude.
Well, I appreciate it. I've been very fortunate to write with some really cool writers, and so been very blessed.
Well, that's great. That's great, man. Listen, I know that there's a lot of people in the audience and in the viewing audience that likes to kind of know. Can you kind of tell us a little about, since you're the winner of the 17th season of the Boys,
sir.
what is the process of that? How does that? A lot of people don't understand how that works, and how far do you go before eliminations? Where does it start and kind of where it finishes, real quick?
For sure. So they have what they call open call, which is what you see where the thousands of people are lined up. And then if you make it past that, you come back the very next day to go through the next round of auditions. I was fortunate enough where they reached out to me and said, hey, we'd love for you to come out. And so I got to skip that first day. I didn't have to stand in line and all that. And so I went back for the second day. If you make it past that, then they take you out to LA for another round. And you've got like 3 or 4 rounds before you actually get to the TV part where they have the chairs turned around and all that kind of stuff. And so it's like a multiple month process before you even get there. And even if you get past a round, you can still be cut before you get to go out. And so, but then once they turn a chair, you get sent to a team, your coach's team, whoever turned around for you and who you pick. And then you just go through battles and knockouts. And then after those two, it goes to the live shows where you see, and the voting and all that stuff happens.
So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes before it ever gets to television.
Absolutely. Correct? Yeah. I think they narrowed it down from like 40,000 people to around 100 for the first TV part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Well, now tell us a little bit about the song, the Tornado Victims that you wrote, and I believe you wrote it with Jimmy Fortune with the Statler Brothers.
I did.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, I've lived in Cookeville for the past 11, 12 years, and that was one of the places that was affected by the tornadoes beginning of March. And so I sat down. I was actually on a plane to Nicaragua, and I sat down and wrote a good majority of the song on the plane and sent it to Jimmy and another buddy of ours called, his name is Peavy, Charles Peavehouse. And when I got back from Nicaragua, we sat down and we all finished the song together, and Jimmy actually ended up singing on it. The Isaacs were a part of it from, the Isaac family. Yeah. And so, but all the proceeds went to the families that lost a lot of stuff. They had a tornado fund, and so we raised money for that. And it was just really cool as a songwriter. You dream of people singing your songs back, but to hear that your song actually affected somebody and touched somebody is everything you want. And so the amount of outpouring love that we've got from like response and stuff to the song has been amazing.
Tell us a little bit about the song, and then you're going to do it tonight, right?
Yes, sir. I'd love to.
Okay.
It's called Tennessee Strong. A lot of people had said, Cookeville Strong, Nashville Strong, Mount Juliet, and so I just, I said, why aren't we, taking like a unified front on this? And so it's called Tennessee Strong, and it's basically a song of, uplifting, like not, hey, we're not staying down. We're not going to, just allow this to defeat us. We're going to stand up and take this thing on, head on and take a unified front to it.
Welcome back, Mr. J. Hoot.
Like a thief in the night and without warning, with so many sleeping in their beds, it tore a path through our great state and left us mourning, and we lost some precious souls we won't forget. And as days turn into nights, turn into days, We will lend a helping hand to those in need. We can conquer anything by God's dear grace. And the victory's in the song that we will sing. Tennessee strong, yeah, we care for one another. Tennessee strong, is our sisters and our brothers. If you knock us down, we'll get back up. Still have faith in God, we trust. That's something you can count on. Tennessee strong. We won't let tragedy define us. Shake our fist at hell and stand up tall, and lift our hands to heaven and be thankful. Roll up our sleeves and face the dawn. Tennessee strong, yeah, we care for one another. Tennessee strong, is our sisters and our brothers. If you knock us down, we'll get back up. Still have faith in God, we trust. That's something you can count on. Tennessee strong. From the mountain tops, let our voices ring. This is home, this is Tennessee. Tennessee strong, yeah, we care for one another. Tennessee strong, these are sisters and our brothers. If you knock us down, we'll get back up. Still have faith in God, we trust. That's something you can count on. Tennessee strong. Tennessee strong.
We'll be back with more Jimmy Bowen and Friends in just a moment. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Well, thanks for turning back in with us, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. We'd like to thank our guest tonight, Mr. Jake Hoot. He did a wonderful job. Give Hoot another big hand. It was very exciting having him on the show tonight. He did a wonderful job. We do appreciate him. We're going to end the show tonight with a song that we recorded. Actually, it's in the Texas music charts right now. But hope that you enjoy it. And we're going to say goodnight to you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And thank you, Hoot, for joining with us also. One called The Secondhand Smoke.
Well, I gave her up cold turkey, and it seemed like it was working. When she walked in and took my breath away, I saw her in her new steady, going at it hot and heavy. Why do they have to blow it in my face? Well, that secondhand smoke is killing me, brings tears to my eyes, and I can barely breathe when she kisses him. It drives me insane. It's making me choke, that secondhand smoke off of my whole flame. Well, those two, they just don't care. Well, they'll line up anywhere. Well, man, you know, there ought to be a law. They ought to have their own section for display of public affection. Well, they've got no respect for me at all. Well, that secondhand smoke is killing me. Brings tears to my eyes, and I can barely breathe when she kisses him. It drives me insane. It's making me choke. That secondhand smoke off of my whole flame. That secondhand smoke is killing me. Brings tears to my eyes, and I can barely breathe when she kisses him. It drives me insane. It's making me choke. That secondhand smoke off of my whole flame. It's making me choke. That secondhand smoke off of my